Hello my loves, what is up and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my December monthly reset. I am so looking forward to just sitting down, catching up with you guys, going over our budget and our goals and just like chatting. There's also a million and one flies in my living room right now. I'm so sorry if it's annoying or distracting. It's annoying and distracting me too, if that helps. Fly season plus a young puppy that was still trying to house train. Not a great combo, so you're gonna have to bear with me. But it is December, baby. I'm feeling so festive. What a festive Christmassy ambiance we've got going. I've got my iced latte, a little Christmas mug, which has definitely seen better days. I got this from Kmart a couple years ago. Santa's lost a couple of noses, but it's fine. And yeah, I missed last month's reset because I was away traveling, which I think is the only time I've ever missed a monthly reset. So I'm feeling a little rusty, but it's fine. It's gonna be very chill vibes. December for me is always a very slow, intentional, just like family, friend, focused month. I'm not trying to rush to achieve the last of my goals. I'm really just trying to soak it all in, reflect on this last 12 months, which has honestly been such a whirlwind. I know I've been saying that a lot this year, but it really has been. I actually went back yesterday and watched my last 3 December resets. This will be my 4th year doing a December reset. And for some reason, December in general, just, I don't know, something about it that just feels very special. And there's just a lot of self-reflection, I feel like, during this month. And it was actually insane to me. Maybe I'll have them all linked down below so you guys can see as well, to watch me in like different houses. I think every single reset I filmed has been in a different house, with a different budget setup, with a different job, with different finances, with different goals, and just such a different time in my life. Like 12 months feels like it flies by, and it does. But when I go back and look at how far I've come in the last 4 years, it's insane. It's really, I'm like living my dream life right now. And it makes me emotional. Like I just have so much gratitude for where I am right now. I didn't expect myself to tear up, but I just feel so incredibly lucky. And I know I say this all the time and it's probably really cringe and annoying to hear, but I really cannot thank you guys enough for making my dreams come true. And I genuinely, oh my God. My voice just broke. I genuinely would not be in this position if it wasn't for you. And if you go back and watch the last 4 years of my December resets, you can really see that. Yeah, I'm just feeling incredibly grateful. December always just makes me very emotional. I don't know what it is. But yeah, it's been an insane year. I'm gonna save the self-reflection and the soppiness and like that new year, new me kind of energy until later this month when I do my 2025 reset. I have set some goals for December just because I've taken the last couple months away from goal setting and I was feeling an itch. So I've set a few, nothing too crazy. I'm also going to do a bit of a December Christmas bucket list, which I'll go through in another video. This is probably going to be very quick because I've kept it very simple and I didn't set any goals for the last couple months. So I have nothing to reflect on. If you're new here, normally I will reflect on the previous month, see how we went with our goals and then set new ones. Same with my budget. I will look at last month's budget and set up a new one for this month. I just want to brainstorm my goals for 2025 and also donate blood at some point this month. It's been ages since I've done that. I actually don't donate blood just with my blood type. They want plasma, but like same thing. It just means I can do it more often and I haven't done it in a while. So definitely want to get back into doing that, make it a monthly thing. And then for health and wellness, just Pilates 2 to 3 times a week. I want to keep up with my 10K steps a day, especially with my job and me working from home all the time. Like it's very sedentary. I need to actually force myself to get out there and get some movement in. I think it'll be a lot easier now that Elsie can go for walks. And then also my greens daily. For financial goals, I usually try and keep it pretty simple in December. I don't want to set myself up for failure. It's just a naturally very expensive month. I feel like even if you do that prep work in the other 11 months of the year, which I really need to get better about. I say this every December. I'm like, I need to do a Christmas sinking fund and I never do. I always have great intentions of doing it at the beginning of the year and then I just forget about it. So maybe that's a focus for 2025. But even if you've got a Christmas sinking fund, which no doubt definitely helps, I just feel like December in general is full of so many different social activities. I'm pretty sure every single weekend in the month of December we have something on, and I know it's only gonna get busier. Like our calendar's only gonna get more and more full. Usually social equals money, spending money. So keeping our money goals this month, pretty simple. I just want to invest at least $500 and have a low spend month in terms of our personal spending. There'll definitely be certain categories which we'll talk through when I do my budget where we won't be able to cut back in, but the areas that we can, I want to and be intentional about. Also just like going into 2025 in a good headspace regarding money and spending money. I definitely think in January I need to do a no spend week or no spend couple of weeks, honestly, just to reset us because it's been, yeah, quite a spendy couple of months. I'm getting too ahead of myself. We'll talk about that later on this month. And then for business goals, which is like my social media, I want to get back on schedule. I'm definitely getting there with YouTube. I've been like so all over the place. I mean, it definitely hasn't helped. I've been sick. I got sick when I was away. I had problems with my camera. If you guys, I talked about it in a vlog, but like half of my footage on this camera, I recorded in slow-mo for the last couple of stops of our Europe trip. So that kind of put me behind. I still have some footage that I'm hoping I can salvage, and I want to do like a Europe plan with me budgeting video similar to what I did for my US trips. That will be coming this month because I've had a lot of questions about that. I can run through all the final numbers from our 3-week trip. But yeah, that being sick, my laptop breaking, I feel like there's just been a lot of hurdles this last couple of weeks that have just kind of put me back with my schedule. And I like to stick to, at least with YouTube, my like weekly upload schedule at a minimum, preferably twice a week. And then this one kind of contradicts the last one, but I actually want to take some time off this month. I haven't quite figured out when yet. I'll probably talk about this in another vlog. Yeah, I'm not sure when that will be or what that will look like, but I think it's important to disconnect and spend some good quality time with my husband. What a concept. Also to just go into the new year refreshed, rejuvenated. I feel like that will help in every aspect. So yeah, that is my goal this month. Oh, hi, Chuk Chuk. You sleepy. And then my last goal is to film some kind of festive vlog. Christmas is quite literally my favorite time of the year. I don't know if you can tell, I've literally had this Christmas tree up for the last month. Like as soon as I got back from my Europe trip, next day in TK Maxx buying every Christmas decoration under the sun. Immediately put up my Christmas tree. Like that was my #1 priority after 3 weeks away. I love Christmas, and as soon as it hits November, or even after my birthday is the 24th of October, like that is Christmas time to me. So there's been a lot of build up, a lot of anticipation. I feel like December is my month. It's my time to shine. It's my time to bask in this festive spirit and just enjoy it. Enjoy this month and all the fun little Christmas activities, and yeah, I want to vlog it. Anyway, those are a couple of my goals for December. Nothing too crazy. The craziness begins in January, don't worry. I don't know how to feel about November. It was a good month, not a great month. On one hand, I'm really happy with how much we were able to save, and on the other hand, it was just like a high spend month. Some things were wants, sure, but a lot of it was needs. Yeah, it was just like a higher spend month. I don't really know how else to say it, to be honest. But let's talk through my budget. So I didn't set this budget with you guys last month because I didn't do a reset, but I did still set one because I love setting a budget. I know some people are like, they hear the word budget and they just think restrictive. You're cheap, you're frugal, you have no money. Like that could not be further from the truth. I personally just like to be in control. Like I'm a control freak. Call me a control freak. I like to know where my money is going. It takes away so much of the anxiety. Even if I'm in a not so great financial position, just being aware and knowing what that looks like. A lot of the time as humans, we can just like spiral and think the worst. And the more you bury your head in the sand, I find the harder it is and the worse it becomes. Nick and I were actually talking about it the other day because this week marks 2 years since I lost my job. I was very unexpectedly let go just before Christmas. At that time, it felt like the world was ending. I was so shocked, so confused, just absolutely blindsided. It was honestly one of the most horrific things I've ever experienced, like work-wise. And at the time, like if you go back and watch my monthly reset, you'll see we had a lot of expenses. We were paying for our mortgage because we were building our house. We had like the mortgage on the land, and interest rates were going up, and we were towards the end of our build, so we were also paying for a portion of the build mortgage as well. So we had a substantial mortgage. We were also paying $610 a week on rent. It was about to be Christmas time and I lost my job. And as soon as I found out I lost my job, I immediately ran the numbers. I looked at our budget, I looked how much we had in our emergency fund, how much I was being paid out, and that is what gave me so much reassurance and took away a lot of, like I was still stressed and there was a lot of anxiety because I didn't know how long it would take me to find a job, which happened in literally a matter of weeks, thank God. But just knowing what our financial position was at the time really, really helped me feel like in control at a time where I had absolutely no control over what was happening. Yeah, love a budget. It's something I will always have no matter how much money I make. It's just so empowering knowing where every single dollar goes. And I do work off a zero-based budget, so I literally track every single dollar that we make and that we spend. But that being said, let's talk about November. So income-wise, it was a pretty standard month. Nick made $2,891.20. This is his new paycheck. Everyone that has worked got like an annual pay rise by a couple %. So that's his new paycheck. And then I made $8,104 this month. Which is pretty good, especially for having been away for 3 weeks. Going off our US trip and like looking at our finances after that, it was like the month after I got back. So this month is when I felt the effects, if that makes sense. Like if I'm not working like I normally do, I'm not gonna be making what I normally make or what I can make. So I think I'll feel the effects of that in December. And then miscellaneous, that was just Nick's tax return. Bills, nothing out of the ordinary there. Subscriptions, $6.99 for Paramount Plus. I didn't put this in here because it meant I would have to add another subscription. I just actually couldn't be bothered for 1 month, but I forgot to cancel my YouTube Premium subscription, which is like $16.99. So I put that under miscellaneous. I budgeted $600 for groceries. We spent $669. I've been experimenting in the kitchen a little bit more and trying new recipes. And with that, I feel like you just naturally have to buy new things. You know, there's like random bottles of oils and spices that you literally use for one singular recipe. That's kind of what we've been spending our money on in terms of groceries. And yeah, definitely eating a lot more meat, which is like not a bad thing, just means we need to increase the budget a little bit more. And we've been hosting, so petrol we spent $169.84. Home we spent $525.45. That was for the cleaners and Christmas decor. Health I spent $371.43. I only budgeted $150, but I forgot that I needed a new Pilates pack, so that was that. I actually got it on sale because my Pilates studio was celebrating their 1-year birthday, so I got it like 20% off, I think. It's actually a money win. Social I budgeted $400 this month just because I feel like November, December, crazy social months for two very social butterflies. Well, I would say Nick's a social butterfly. I am a social butterfly who likes to come home in her cocoon from time to time. Introvert, extrovert, you know? I like to be out, I like to socialize. I love spending time with my friends and family. I love doing things, but I also love my alone time and recharging. If Nick could have it his way, he would not be alone for a single minute of the day. He loves being with people. Coffee, we were $30 over. Started off the month spending a lot on coffee, but the last couple of weeks we've actually really cut back. I worked with Breville on my Instagram and I got a new coffee machine upgrade. It is so good, you guys. It's the Touch Impress. This isn't sponsored, but I'm obsessed with it. And even the beans, we bought some Aldi beans, which people raved about, and I was like, oh, this tastes awful. The new machine somehow makes the beans taste good. I don't know how it does it. It's also so easy to use. Not that the Breville Barista Express is hard to use by any means, but that is even easier to use. Eating out, we spent $248.35. So we were under budget, which is good. Date night, $26.63. That was a little Yochi date night. Crazy couple of kids. We haven't really been getting out a lot this month with having a young puppy. Speaking of young puppy, I know this says Mabel Moo, but if I change the category name, I think it changes all of my totals. So we'll just leave it as Mabel. She's gonna have to wear this one, but this is for Mabel and Elsie. We just got a new puppy. If you guys haven't been following me on Instagram, I'm sure you're sick of the puppy spam. Or if you haven't watched my last couple of vlogs, we did get a new addition to our family. Her name's Elsie May. She is an orange roan English Cocker Spaniel. She's so sweet. Such a great addition to our family, but it has come with a lot of costs. She got her vaccinations. That was like $200 or just under. We still had to buy things like a bed and a dog bowl. We had to buy a bigger water bowl because now there's 2 of them. A couple of teething toys that I forgot about because puppies have really sharp, tiny teeth and they want to bite on everything. And then also Mabel has still been suffering from an ear infection. It's been going on like 2 months now. I think we're at the tail end of it according to the vet, but yeah, that has also cost money. Oh, and puppy classes. So in total, we spent $1,335.38 on our 2 dogs this month. It's fine, it's whatever. Like, this is literally what we signed up for. You're not getting a dog to save money. They are not budget friendly. Entertainment, we didn't spend any money. Gifts, I budgeted $500 because I really thought I would be done with most of my Christmas shopping. I have barely started. So spent $264.44. Books, I didn't spend any money. I have not read a single book this month. Alcohol, we spent $113. We had cocktail day with our friends. $230 on takeaway. You know, $30 over, it's fine. Clothing, $150. Beauty, $59.97. I had to stock up on a couple of things. And then miscellaneous, $95.28. So in total, we spent $4,798.27, and we were $21.73 under budget. We do still have a couple of days left of November, so we will almost definitely go over by a little bit, but not too bad. See what I mean about it being a higher spend month? Yeah. But in terms of savings, we were able to save $6,936.60 this month. When we look at our total breakdown, we put 23.2% towards debt, so that was just our regular mortgage repayments, 41.1% in savings, which I'm really happy with, 28.3% on expenses, which is probably like 8% higher than I would like it to be. We try and keep it around 20% of our overall income. Yeah, we put $3,000 in our emergency fund. I talked about this in my money diaries video last month, but we really want to try and beef up our emergency fund. I've been so focused, honestly, on paying off our car loan and then paying off extra towards our mortgage, which are great goals to have, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I've just had like a bit of a light bulb moment where I've just been thinking about, you know, slower months, me taking time off work. I went away for 3 weeks to Europe, which was amazing. And I was technically still working, but I wasn't working like I normally would. There's consequences for taking time off. I don't know if consequences is the right word, but it's like a knock-on effect. And that got me thinking, ooh, we should probably beef up our emergency fund, especially because I am self-employed. I think it's really important to have a bigger emergency fund than say we would have if I had a regular job. So all that to say, we put $3,000 in our emergency fund, which is still helping with our mortgage. Our emergency fund sits in our offset account, so it's still helping with our interest and paying down our mortgage. ETFs, I wanted to invest $1,000 or thereabouts. We invested $963.60. With ETFs, it's never going to be the exact amount, or at least not with the platform I use. I'm not sure about others. We use ComSec Pocket. I want to invest $1,000 and it will tell you how many units you can buy. And then there's like a little brokerage fee. So yeah, $963.60 is what that came to. And then I put $3,000 in our home fund, which is also in our offset account as well. But it's just money that we know that we can dip into. We have a couple of things that we want to do around the house. I think I talked about this in my Money Diaries video as well, which I'll have linked down below. I really went off on a tangent in that video talking about our goals, hopes, dreams, and desires. Yeah, there's a couple of things that we want to buy for the house in 2025 or things that we want to do. For example, our wardrobe. We want to fit out the wardrobes with shelving and drawers. At the moment, we just have a rail and it's not functional. I feel like that has a knock-on effect with everything else, with laundry and like putting laundry away. Like I literally have a pile of clothes on our lounge room chair just staring at me right now, and I have no motivation to do it because like, where do I put that stuff? I have the space, but the space isn't functional. So we're consciously making a home fund, which will sit in our offset account for the time being. And then anytime that we want to dip into that money, we can. Guilt-free as well, which is important. And then for debt, I think I already touched on this. We just paid our regular mortgage payments, nothing crazy there. In terms of where most of our money went this month, 17.7% in emergency fund, and then another 17.7% in our home fund. So that is basically another $6,000 in our offset, 12.3% on our mortgage, another 10.9% on the other half, 7.9% was spent on the dogs this month, 5.7% on ETFs, 4% on groceries, 3.1% on home stuff. So like, not too bad. I'm pretty happy with this. A lot of it was debt payoff, savings, or the dogs. So all in all, not a terrible month. Definitely a high spend month that I would like to see, but also a high savings month, high income month, a lot of highs. Okay, it is time to budget for December, the final month of 2024. I know it does say we're in the negative $26.41. That's that fly, that ghastly fly I was talking about. There's like 4 of them, 4 or 5 of them in this godforsaken room. It's pissing me off. Anyway, yeah, I know it says negative $26.41. I need to go back and update my transaction tracker. We paid for a couple of things and then people paid us back. So it won't be looking like this. It'll be closer to like $100, $150. Income wise, I'm expecting this to be like this. And it gets paid every fortnight. And then I get paid whenever I get paid. With my business income, I just put it as the 1st of December, just so it shows up in the graphs all nice. Now, December for me is either going to be the worst month social media wise or the best month. No in between. I'm going to lowball it and I'm going to say 4,500, which is still like an incredible month. That's after tax, after super and any other deductions. Still such a good month. No complaints here. Bills wise, I'm just going to copy and paste over from last month. Gorge. Same with subscriptions. And I'm going to add Paramount Plus because we did resubscribe. I kind of did an audit a few months ago of our subscriptions and I got rid of Paramount Plus and Disney Plus. We resubscribed to Paramount Plus just with all the Christmas movies that are on there, and there's a couple of shows that we want to watch. And then I always like to go ahead and add in our debt just so I know how much we have. So that leaves us with $5,108.40 left to play with. Groceries, I'm going to put at $6.50 just because we've been going close to that or a little bit over the last few months. Petrol, we'll put at $1.75. Home is usually just the cleaners. That's $137.50 every fortnight. And I think they're only coming once this month, just with the Christmas break. 2 times. So we'll put that at $300. Health, I don't need anything, but we're just gonna say 50. Social, I'm gonna be quite generous with it and just keep it realistic. We'll put 450. As I said, we have something on every single weekend leading up to Christmas. Coffee, I'm gonna put at 120. We love our new coffee machine. I really don't see us buying coffee out that much this month. Eating out, $100 each, 200. Date night, I'm gonna put at 75. There's a couple of different date night activities that I want to do. Oh, let's go 100 actually. Mabel. Oh, Mabel, how much was Mabel gonna cost? Mabel is going to cost us, I'm manifesting, no more than 250. No more. Oh, we do have to get dog food. Okay, well there you go, $400. Cool. For gifts, we, like I said, still have quite a bit of Christmas shopping to do. If I look at last year's budget, I can confidently say, yeah, we spent over $1,500 on gifts last year. So let's be so for real with ourselves, and let's say I've already spent about like $300, $350 on gifts. So we'll say $1,100 on gifts. Books, 30. I don't know if I'm going to do any reading this month. If I take some time off, I definitely will. I feel like we always spend a lot more on alcohol in the month of December. So we'll go 200 for alcohol. We always do a cocktail day with our friends, which we've already done because our friends Mo and Pip were down from Melbourne, so we did that last week. But then with the girls, we usually like to do a cocktail day, and then with my family, we usually do a Christmas cocktail day. I don't drink cocktails really any other time of year apart from in December. It's like cocktails, a whole lot of cock and tails. Takeaway, I don't really see us spending a whole lot on this month. We'll say 130 between us. Rideshare 50. MetroCard 10, clothing, maybe 100. Beauty, I don't need anything, but I'm gonna say 0. I don't think I need anything. Miscellaneous, I usually like to keep around 50. And then travel, nothing for travel this month. Gorge. So that leaves us with $918.40 left over. Why is that so excessive? 1,100, 400, yeah, wow. Is there anything that we can cut back on realistically? Like date night, we probably don't need 100. Let's go 75. I mean, I'm not sure if we'll even spend any money in some of these categories, but I'd rather over budget than under budget. So that leaves us with $943.40. I'm just gonna put this in our offset account. Cool. And that is an every dollar budget. Well, thank you so much for resetting with me for the month of December. This was fun. It was nice to catch up and just like debrief, you know, just a couple of pals catching up. It's been a while since I've sat down and actually talked to you guys. Hope you've been enjoying all of the vlogs and all of the content. I definitely plan on posting a lot more in the month of December, aside from me taking a bit of a break, and I'm looking forward to the new year and all the new year, new me kind of content. Oh my god, I'm getting all this white shit in my hair. It's like eggshell from this cup. This is gonna have to go in the bin. Last moments with this cup, it's a liability at this point. It's literally peeling off in my hands. Anyway, I'm looking forward to resetting with you guys at the end of this month for 2025, financial reset, general life reset, all of the reset content to come. So definitely stay tuned, subscribe as well if you're not already. If you have any videos in particular that you want me to see or anything that you want me to touch on, certain topics, definitely let me know in the comments. I love you guys so much. I will see you very, very soon for another video. Bye guys.